You can absolutely get a Lambo by studying hard. You might have seen those reels or TikToks or whatever where it's a cool edit of a BMW M4 or a Lamborghini or something, and the caption is, you won't get this by studying hard, or keep studying hard, bro, you won't, or something along those lines. And those videos might have caused a bit of panic to you because you're in this crossroads between going into business or going into a degree and getting a good job and, following the traditional path. This video is just to dispel those fears you might have, because you might feel like, you're really smart and you're really good at studying and you could do really well in a job, but you're never going to get rich and you're never going to get the Lamborghini, you're never going to get the car if you don't go into business instead. Because business isn't as easy as it might seem because of the internet and because of all these course sellers and everything. It's much harder than it seems. And so the kinds of people who are going to get Lambos and get cool cars or whatever from business are high achievers anyway. And if you're not one of those high achievers, you're playing into luck and you're playing into all these stuff. And I'm not saying it's not possible, but it will be harder for you. But this video is much more for those high achievers who did really well in high school, maybe are in college, doing really well in college, and feel like they could, excel in a career, but want to go into business because they want the cool car, they want the cool house, they want all this stuff. Don't worry about what people say about getting a 9-to-5 and, entering the rat race and whatever, because if you are a high achiever, if you are the kind of person who strives towards goals and genuinely achieves what they want, outworks all the other people, then whether you go into business or you go into career, you can still absolutely 100% get that Lamborghini. Someone even on a pretty standard wage, managing their money pretty intelligently, could easily afford a BMW M4 or whatever. So if that's your ambition, don't even worry about it. Don't even have it as a thought in your brain. But if you are striving for that Lamborghini or striving for that Ferrari or, the hypercar, supercar, whatever, if you are genuinely the kind of person who is a go-getter, high achiever, whatever you want to call it, then it won't be an issue for you regardless. There are plenty and plenty of people who buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, not even late into their career. I'm talking mid-career, like, late 20s, early 30s. If you're genuinely top tier, if you're a top tier performer, top tier everything, it's absolutely possible, absolutely feasible for you to get a Lamborghini with a career. So if you're in this crossroads between business, career, and you are a high achiever, you are a genuine, top tier human being, just don't let it influence your decision making, thinking that if you go into the career, it's going to be a safer option, but you're never going to get the Lambo, you're never going to get the high status, the high income. Because a lot of the online people, a lot of the course sellers make it seem that way, but in reality, that's not true. In reality, if you are a top tier human being, it is absolutely feasible for you to achieve everything you want through a career. So just chill out a bit. You'll be fine. Follow for more.